My name is Karen Botari. I am CFO of Beets Permanent Farm, a living herb and cut herb hydroponic farm. I was born and raised right here on this very farm that we set at today. I was a farmer's daughter. My dad was a dairyman, and my mom's side of the family was also in dairy. So I grew up on the dairy farm, milking cows. Man, our day started at 3:30 in the morning, and that was 365 days a year. I mean, there was no break. I mean, the cows had to be milked every day. And so when I was looking around going to college, I thought it would be a great idea to find somewhere that I could go where I wouldn't have to pay. So I actually I joined the military, enlisted in the United States Navy. I ended up being a crypto tech. It was just like living the dream for a Kansas farm kid to go work in a, it seemed like Star Wars work area. It was fascinating. So what took me to the Navy was I got a chance to sleep in. I didn't have to get up at 3 a.m. anymore, or 3:30 and be milking the cows. But what brought me home was, man, the whole time I was gone, I missed home. We'll be a century farm. I got to go back and look at the material, but I believe in about 5 years this will be a century farm. So it's my desire to certainly, I got in my space here. I have all kinds of family pictures. Farming. I don't know, once a country girl, always a country girl. It's my happy place. It's quite frankly a clean way of farming, and I don't know, you can do it same, temperature year round. So it's refreshing. I think it adds life to me and puts a little pep in my step. I appreciate the concept and the idea of being able to give back, and we give back by creating a product that people can eat and enjoy in a sustainable fashion, which is fascinating to me. I grew up on a farm my whole life. I watched Dad worry when it didn't rain. I watched Dad worry when it rained too much. I watched Dad worry when, the snow started flying, the crop's not out yet. So a lot of things that we can control now with sustainable farming that he could not control. I was 26 years old. I was a junior going on to my senior year at Norwich University, the oldest private military college in the nation. And I had been selected to be the battalion Navy ROTC battalion commander for the upcoming year. I went to a pre-commissioning aviation physical. I was going to be a backseater on an intelligence plane, the EC-2 Hawkeye. And I never made it back from that pre-commissioning physical from Brunswick, Maine. I was a sleeping passenger in a van that crashed. Unfortunately, we hit a granite rock formation and I broke my back. Today, I am a walking paraplegic. I have a tremendous amount of pain, but I try to manage that by not aggravating it too much. Beets Permanent Farm, we wanted something that was heart healthy. We pride ourselves in believing that we're creating a product that certainly is heart healthy, herbicide, pesticide free. It's grown with nothing unnatural. We use fish emulsion, nutrients. It's nice to know where your food comes from. It's something my kids and I do together. Heck, I have a nephew who even helps with that sort of thing. When Dad died, it's like, man, he's left us with a lot. It was his mission and dream. And towards the later days of his illness, we would talk. I'd take him to a lot of appointments. I was like, Dad, tell me about this. Tell me about it. It's always farm related. And he'd tell me about how much sweat equity went into clearing the land, right? And I'm like, wow. He'd tell me, how things were like when he was a young boy and what he went through. And, each story caused me to want to hang on even tighter. So, when Dad never got to see the basil business, but we had started talking about it and discussing what that might look like before he passed. I wanted to do something in farming that was still considered farming, but I had this physical limitation too. This was something that I could do where I had control of everything that went into it. I just had to learn how to do it. And, it's a different kind of farming, but it's still farming. So in my head, I'm still feeding the world. No longer growing pigs to do that, but I'm still feeding the world. We're in about 70 stores, give or take a few. So we actually do meet the farmer events. Want to know, about hydroponic. We plug the point that we're pesticide and herbicide free. And that seems to ring, interesting to a lot of people. Just engaging people just because they're curious. We are very blessed right now. I have a great team that works here. I have a young man who's a graduate student in a hydroponic program at K-State in Overland Park, Kansas. And man, he's just the brains behind everything that might happen here. He's a step ahead. I have a young lady who used to work for Plenty, and they seem to complement each other really well. It's just a joy to be able to operate and work in a business and create something like this. We do it with love.